Hello everyone, my name is Pratiksha and welcome back to my channel. This is day 4 of our Linux Free Bootcamp and today we will continue with the user administration part 2. You might be wondering why I have titled there as a part 2. Well, in this session we will be covering some advanced commands related to the user administration and we will learn how to modify the user information and how to add the users to the groups, including both the primary and the secondary groups. To clarify that, user can have only one primary group, but they can be part of the multiple secondary groups. So this is very interesting topic and I hope you will find it helpful. So let's start by discussing the usermod command. So the usermod command allows to modify the user information. Let me show you how it works practically. For example, if you want to change the user's ID, you can use the command usermod and you can use the -u option and give the ID. For example, I am giving the 2006 and give the username. So I am giving the Pratiksha user and check using the ID command. So you can see here I have set the user ID and like that you can also set the comment to the user using the -c option. So use the usermod -c and give the comment. For example, hey, I am Pratiksha and give the username. And you can see using the cat /etc/passwd. Okay, so see here in the Pratiksha user, you can see here I have said the comment, hey, I am Pratiksha. So like that you can modify the user's information using the usermod command. And I hope you understand -u option is modifying the user ID and -c option is modify the user's comment. So there are many options to modify the user, as well as there is a -s option to change the user shell. So for example, I am giving the usermod -yes/yesbin/no login share to the Pratiksha user and enter it. So Pratiksha before Pratiksha user have the /bin or /bash shell, means it can be login to the Pratiksha user, but now we have given the /yesbin and /no login shell, means now we can't log into the Pratiksha user. So let's try to switch to the Pratiksha user. So it's showing this account is currently not available. It means we can't log in to the Pratiksha user because we have set the /yesbin/no login shell. So now you might be wondering, how can I remember all these options? So don't worry, you can always refer to the manual pages using the man command. So let's see here, use the man and use the usermod command and you can see here are the menu options. You can see -a, -c for the comment, -d. With the -d option you can also change the home directory of the user, and -g for the primary group and -G for the secondary group. So here are the various options. So the manual page is very helpful and here you will find all the available options for the usermod command, and I encourage you to try out these options on your own for the better understanding. So now let's talk about the adding user to the primary or the secondary group and to assign or change the permissions to the primary group and to the secondary group. So for example, I'm adding the primary group to the user. So with the -g small -g option, you can add the primary group. For example, user mode. So first of all, we add the group add SQL, and with the user mode -g option, firstly give here the group name and then give the username. I'm giving the Pratiksha user. So, and using the id command, you can see we have added the SQL group to the Pratiksha user. And if you want to add the secondary group to the user, so you can use the -ag option. So for that, we add another group. Okay, group add cloud, and then user mode -a capital G, and then give the group name, that is cloud, and then give the Pratiksha username, then enter. And using the id command, you can see we have added the secondary group, that is cloud, to the Pratiksha user. So here the -a option means append, which ensures the user is added to the secondary group without removing them from the other groups. I hope you understood. And next let's talk about the passwd and chage command. So in previous session, we have covered the how to set a user password with the passwd command. Then today we will discuss chage command. So chage command allow you to set the password expiration date and other restrictions, such as requiring uppercase and lowercase letters. And also to view the options of that chage command, you can use the chage -l, and you can see here this command will show you all the relevant details. So -d for the last day, -e for the expiry date, and -m for the minimum days, maximum days. So there are many options. So I recommended trying this on your system to see the full set of the options. And now let's move on the important topic, that is sudo. Sudo means super user 2. So the sudo command grants the root privileges, which is essential for the performing the administrative task. So there are two main ways to give the user sudo permissions. So firstly, we see the first method, that is add the user to the wheel group. So by adding the user to the wheel group, they gain the sudo access. So let's see the practically. So firstly, clear this screen. Okay. So now we will add another user add Shakti. Okay, and add that user to the wheel group, then Shakti. Sorry, I have wrong. Okay, user mode -ag, then firstly give the group name, that is we have created the SQL group, then you can give here, and then Shakti. So now we have added the Shakti to the SQL group, but we have to add that user to the wheel group. My bad. So add the user mode -a capital G, and then give the username, that is group name wheel, and then give the username and enter. So using the id command, you can see Shakti has granted the sudo permission. So switch to the Shakti. So firstly, we set the password for this Shakti, that is 1234, and now switch to the Shakti. So we have logged into the Shakti user. Now let's try to add the user add, for example. So it's not working because when you give this sudo permission, so we have to use the sudo in front of the every command. So use the sudo and then give the which command you want to use, then user add, then giving the Pranita and give the password. The password 12341. Okay. Now we have added the Pranita user. You can check using the. So why we need that sudo permission? So using that sudo permission, we can give the access to the local users, because without that permission, local user don't have the permissions like that root user have. So for example, see, first of all, log out from this user and add another user, that is user add kk. Okay, now I am switching to that kk user, and now let's add the user add anything. Okay, so now it's not working because local users don't have the permissions to add the users, because it only have the permissions like to create or delete the files or so like that. So for that there is a concept that is sudo. So using the sudo, you can grant the permission to the local users. Okay, I hope you have now crystal clear this. So log out from this user, and next see the second method, that is we have to edit the /etc/sudo's file to grant the permissions of the sudo privileges. So first of all, we add the another user add Nena. Okay, then vim /etc/sudo's, then press the I for the insert, and here you have to do entry of the Nena user, like that root user have the all permissions, you can see here. So enter the Nena and give the same entry as the root user have. Okay, all equal to all. So now save this file. Okay, so now we have given the permission, sudo permission to the Nena. So okay, first of all we set the password for the Nena, that is 1234. Okay, now switch to the Nena user and try to add the another user add, and give the password. I think I have entered wrong password, 1234. Okay, so now Nena user grant the sudo permission, so Nena has able to add the users, so it have got the power of the root user. So like that we can give the sudo permissions to the user. So this question also asked in the RSCSA exam, that is Red Hat Certified System Administrator exam, which is the Red Hat certification. So it is a global certification. So for that this question might used. So I must say this is very important topic, so do it practically at your end. So these two methods are the most common ways to give the sudo permissions, and it's important topic as interviewers ask about the sudo and how to grant the sudo permissions to the users, etc. And I hope this session clarified the things for you. And remember, all the content from the today's session has been uploaded to the Linux Free Bootcamp GitHub repository, and I will provide the link in the description. So please go through it and practice these commands to gain the deeper understanding. And let me write here the two methods of this sudo. That is, first is the add user to will group, then second edit the /etc/sudo's file, and then give the entry, that is all, okay, all equal to all, then all. Okay, so these are the two methods to grant the sudo permission. So this is very important topic, and in the next session we will be covering how to set the files and directory permissions and why the permissions are the necessary in the Linux. So until then, practice, and if you have learned something useful from this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. So your support means a lot to me. So thank you all. Have a great day.